Hey YouTube, this is Casey. It is so good to see you guys. It has been like all summer, literally, since I have done a video where I've shown myself. That was not on purpose. It's just been a busy summer. I have been trying to be great, drinking my gallon of water every day, dropping a little bit of COVID weight, and just being superwoman in so many words. But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be talking with you guys. And let's get down to it. I want to share with you guys today on how you can master the skill of Forex and get it under your belt relatively quickly. Hey everybody, good to see you guys. So today I wanted to put together a video discussing how you can master Forex. Now, I talk about it in several of my videos, and then also within our Facebook community, which you are invited to join by clicking the link below this video. I talk about it a lot in the Facebook community that I started my mentorship program with my buddies Ryan and Benny for the simple fact that our goal was to help people shorten their learning curve. When you come into trading, like, it can take you 5 years, I believe, is the average for people to become consistently profitable, or it can take you a year and a half to become consistently profitable. I think there are three major things that you need to do in order to position yourself to be able to master this and become profitable relatively quickly, so that you don't spend the time that I've spent, that Ryan has spent, that Benny has spent bumping your head along the way and learning what not to do in order to become consistently profitable. Okay, so the first thing that I think you need to do is I think you need to go ahead and find some sort of education, whether that be through the company that we've talked about so much on this channel, whether it be through a different program. Once you identify a trader or a program that you identify with, that you connect with, you need to get under their tutelage. And I say that simply because it's one thing to be able to go on YouTube and teach yourself how to do it. Most people, I don't think, are disciplined enough to do that. And that's just me being honest and real with you. I think when you got somebody in your head or somebody over your shoulder motivating you along the way, it's a whole different experience than it is you trying to push yourself to continue to go, especially with something that can be as challenging as learning how to trade. So find you somebody to study with. Find you a person, find you a mentor, find you a group, find you a community, find you something. If you choose to do YouTube, just realize and understand that you're going to have to sift through a lot of information in order to get something that makes sense. The benefits of joining some sort of community is that community, if they're a good community, they have a step-by-step plan in order to get you to the point that you can become profitable. Okay, so we got that first thing out the way. The second thing is being diligent and being consistent. So like in our group, what we do, our program, we have a weekly Forex ritual. So it's not just that, but every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we on the charts. we marking up stuff. We're looking at potential setups. We're evaluating the market. So as you can imagine, having that type of exposure and consistency to what's going on in the market, we're going to run across stuff. It's repetitive. It's the same. It's doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's pretty much it. So when you force yourself into a position where you're spending a set amount of time each day, even if you don't have an hour, do 20 minutes a day, do 30 minutes a day, dedicate some sort of time in order to be consistent with this. Because what you can't do is say, hey, I've been at this 6 months. I study like once a week. It's not working for me. I'm not making money, or I'm losing money. I'm blowing accounts. You can't expect to see results if you're not putting in the time and you're not putting in the effort. Cool? Cool. The third thing is mastering technicals and fundamentals. Now, some people argue, and it's funny to me because I get the comments often on the channel that there is no use to technical analysis, which at this point, some of those I don't even respond to because I know better. I've been trading for 3.5 years now. Like, yeah, technicals matter. I think the age-old argument is, do technicals matter more than fundamentals? And I don't think that it's a clear yes or no. I think that there is a relationship between the two, and that structure is going to be structure no matter what. Now, what propels the market to move according to that structure is that news. So they go hand in hand. You got to learn how to be able to understand that relationship and how currency is influenced and how the market is influenced by the news that happens, the monetary policy. You know, the rate increases, the rate decreases. How does that affect the currency? How does the economy move the market? How does that influence the market? So that's something that comes with time. But what I often tell people too is that being a new trader, what I would do is I would focus initially on learning the technicals. Learn how to use Fibonacci. Learn how to identify support and resistance. Learn how to properly draw trend lines. Learn that stuff. Get it out the way, right? Once you've got a good handle on that, you don't have to master that first, but once you got a good handle on that, then you can bring in the fundamentals. Then you can add this into your analysis. Then you can start studying how this stuff moves the market. So they go hand in hand. You don't need one more than you need the other. It's a combination of both. Now on this channel, I focus mostly on technicals because most of the people who subscribe to me are brand new, or they've only been trading for a very short amount of time, or they have been incorrectly trained on how to use the tools that I use, or how to identify support resistance. And many of them oftentimes are not even taught how to do multi-time frame analysis. That's a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna do a video on why we do multi-time frame analysis. It's important for swing traders. It's important for intraday traders. It's important for scalpers. Learn the technicals first, then add the fundamentals to it, and you'll be golden. Those are my 3 quick tips on the ways that you can master the market. Let's go over them again. The first one is pairing with a group, finding some education, whether that be through Baby Pips, whether that be through my organization, whether that be through somebody else's organization. Get you some education, somebody that you connect with, a group that you feel some sort of affinity to, and start there. The second thing is to be consistent. This don't work if you plan to do it once a week or once every other month or something crazy like that. You have to make this a part of your daily habit. The third thing is mastering technicals and mastering fundamentals. Well, actually, I'm gonna say there's 4 things that you need to do in order to master Forex, because them technicals, you're probably gonna pick that up quick. Fundamentals, it's a little bit harder, but with practice and over time, it'll become second nature to you. The last thing and the most important thing out of everything is the psychology. It's one thing to be able to go and mark up a chart and tell you what's going to happen for the next 500 to 600 pips. I was doing that, you know, when I first, maybe about 2 years into trading, I was able to do that. Now keep in mind that my learning curve was a lot longer than what you guys are probably going to experience, but that was something that became easy for me to do. But what I struggled with was being able to control my emotions and keep them in check until my rules and my criteria were met for me to enter a trade. That's a whole nother animal in itself that you have to work on and master. So I know I said 3 things in the beginning of this video, but it's really 4 things. It's really 4 things. There's a whole lot more that I could list, but I think those are enough in order to get you started with and for you to focus on. So if this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Please also consider subscribing to the channel. If you're looking for a community of like-minded individuals where we do periodic no-cost training, you want to make sure that you click the link below this video, submit the information that it asks for. Please check your spam inbox before emailing, because the emails do go out. You do get them, but often they end up in spam. And join us We do a couple times a week a training. It's a really engaging community. And then also we have an event coming up on October 23rd. It's an all-day, 8-hour training, no cost. It's virtual, so you don't have to worry about coming to Detroit, but it's virtual, and we welcome you to join us. We start all the way at the basics, the very beginning of trading, like what is a pip. Then we go all the way to more advanced strategies, talking about Elliott wave and ABCDs and risk management. We give you a touch on all of the components that you need in order to be successful. So sign up for that by using the link below the video. And I'm so glad to be back here with y'all. It has been an amazing but busy summer, but I'm looking forward to producing more content for you, helping you guys become consistently profitable traders. So I appreciate you for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.